They called him the sea snake Corlys Velaryon, the greatest sailor Westeros ever knew. His ships reached the ends of the known world. His fleets made kings, and his treasure filled halls with gold. But if Corlys ruled the seas with glory, why during Game of Thrones does his house seem to vanish from the story? Like the Targaryens, the Velaryons came from Valyria, but where their cousins commanded dragons, the Velaryons mastered ships. They crossed the narrow sea long before Aegon's conquest and claimed Driftmark, a rocky island beside Dragonstone, from where they built fleets that dominated the narrow sea. Their silver-haired lords were proof that even after the doom of Valyria, a spark of that ancient blood still endured. At their height rose Corlys Velaryon, the sea snake, who sailed further than any Westerosi had dared, his voyages reaching Karth, and even Lun. He returned with riches that made Driftmark one of the wealthiest seats in the realm, his power so vast that he made the Velaryons indispensable to House Targaryen. Dragons ruled the skies, yes, but the Velaryons ruled the waves. And yet, time is cruel. Dragons dwindled, kings fell, and the might of Driftmark slowly faded with the tides. By the time of Game of Thrones, the Velaryons were still lords of Driftmark. Their head lord Montford Velaryon, loyal to Dragonstone, who stood with Stannis Baratheon when he claimed the Iron Throne. Montford commanded ships at the Battle of the Blackwater, but wildfire turned the bay into a graveyard of ships, destroying the fleet and taking Montford with it. With his death ended the last great strength of Driftmark's navy, leaving his heir Montrese Velaryon, a boy of only 6. One of the oldest Valyrian houses now had a child lord, its power broken and its voice in the realm reduced to a whisper. But the sea was not finished with the Velaryons. In the books, a bastard of Driftmark emerges, Orayne Waters, silver-haired and handsome, so much like Prince Rhaegar that people could not help but notice. Queen Cersei raised him high, making him master of ships, but Orayne was no servant. With a smile, he took command of the brand new royal fleet and stole it, every last ship. Cersei thought she had secured loyalty, but instead she had created a pirate king. Orayne fled to the Stepstones, where he remains a wild card, his fleet ready to clash with whoever dares challenge him. So why do we never hear their name in HBO's Game of Thrones? The answer is simple: adaptation. The show trimmed away entire storylines at sea. No Montford, no Child Lord Montrese, no Orayne Waters. The Velaryons were erased from the screen. But in George R.R. Martin's books, they still matter. From Valyria's shores they came, and with the sea they rose. Corlys made them kings of the waves. Montford died in wildfire. Montrese was left a child lord, and Orayne sails as a pirate king. They have been heroes, lords, and outlaws. They have ruled the tides and been broken by them. Empires burn, dragons die, but the sea endures, and somewhere in its endless tide, so do the Velaryons.